Hello, beautiful friends, and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Ashley, and welcome to our channel. We are going to do a collective healing this evening, and I hope you all are doing wonderful. Welcome, welcome. It has been quite the month. January has been very, very, very interesting. Lots of energies purging and clearing out, and lots of energies that are clearing and purging out of our entire planet right now. Every time I would need to lay down or go out there, I would just begin to see more and more of these energies just exiting, and they look like really ugly beings, but as long as they're exiting, that's fine. Lots of upgrades happening as well. A lot of Sophia Christ energies are coming through. Thoth has been coming through with new tools and things for me to use in my businesses, so I hope that we'll be using some of those this evening. So many new technologies are just coming on our planet right now, and so if you are wanting to receive those kind of energies, allow yourself to, number one, I always say, like, when you purify the mind of hate and anger, jealousy, depression, anxiety, when you purify the mind from all of those lower vibrational energies and emotions, then you can begin to receive energies that are of a very high vibration. And that is really when you begin to receive new technologies, new ideas. It's like your genius mind comes online, and you are able to connect into the higher source, to the mind of the source God creator, and you are then flowing and going with the source God creator and allowing yourself to really receive new ideas, new thoughts, old ancient techniques and or old ancient wisdom that is already something that you've maybe have known from other lifetimes, but it's ready to be revealed to you. And it's been a wonderful time just remembering who I am and remembering old ancient wisdom and old techniques, healing techniques from the days of Egypt, from the days of Atlantis, from the days of Lemuria, and understanding these techniques and understanding the healing and the just really the intricacies of the mind and what it can truly do. When you can look into a body and you can literally see all the way down into the cell of the body and begin to shift and change the energy in the body, it is very, 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 it's very natural. We'll just put it that way. All of my gifts now feel so natural to me. It feels like, yeah, of course I know how to do that. Of course I know how to do that. Of course I know how to travel back here and there and all of the places, because it's something like it felt so unnatural, so very unnatural, to not be able to do all these things. And I think that is truly why a lot of people use and start to use at a young age, because all of this multidimensional, I don't even want to call them gifts and abilities. Your natural state of being, I think, is able to do all of these extraordinary things that people think are extraordinary, but I think they are just a natural part of being the human. And so when that gets cut off at a young age, I think many of us started to use so that we could expand our mind, so that we could see and experience different dimensions. Because if you think about it, when you do use, I wouldn't say when you drink, I think drinking's more like a downer, but I don't know if people experience like out-of-worldly things with alcohol, maybe when you pass out. But people use ayahuasca and all of these different drugs, and I mean like party drugs and things like that when I was younger, to expand my mind, to experience. I remember being very young and we would just say, yeah, we're just experiencing this, not realizing what we're actually doing. But I just remember feeling so free in my mind when I would use, and it was because that part of me when I was using felt more natural to me than when I was sober. I know that kind of sounds crazy, because in my current reality now, in my multidimensional complete openness to all that I am, it feels very much flowing and easy and effortless and at peace, and I hate to equate that to using, but when you are using at a young age, or when you first start using, you do feel very free, and everything feels very flowy, and you're not worried about anything, and everything is just like, okay, whatever, even though drugs are a whole nother ball game. But not, and like I said, not to compare the two, but you get what I'm saying. Being in fully multidimensional, you are flowing, you are going, you are in the truth of who you are. That's why I always say that drugs are a lie, because it really was a lie. That was not who I am. This is the multidimensional energies that I was seeking through drugs. And when you open and align to all that you are, you don't need any of that. You're like, wow, that was like literally just fooling me. And I never understood when people would say drugs were a lie when I was a kid. They would say that all the time, and I'm like, no, it's not, it's real. This is how I feel, this is what it makes me do, blah blah blah. But until I started to really open up and align with all that I am, and all of my chakras are open, and like everything feels so good, I'm like, wait, this is similar to that, except this is truth, and I don't need any outside substance to feel like that. Like, I feel like this, and this is 1,000 times better than that. So yes, now I do understand how that was a lie. That was bullshit. And I think that those things are made on this planet to keep you stuck and stagnant, like from ever revealing who you truly are. So anyways, okay, enough about that. All right, my beautiful, beautiful friends, it is now 10:22 p.m. on January 31st. So we are going to clear you off with these beautiful feathers. Thank you for letting me talk. Grab some water. Set this back here. Hopefully I'll edit this out, but probably not, so we're just real around here. Okay. If you want to go ahead and just begin to breathe and just allow yourselves to be in this moment, I'm going to go ahead and feather you off. And just go ahead and begin to ground yourselves deep into the earth. And just feel that earth around you, surrounding you, loving you, holding you. And go ahead and begin to connect in to that sacred earth. I'm just going to put this beautiful portal of light up and around you. Just going to put this protective light up and around you, clearing out any cords, any attachments, anything that is not of your highest good, anything that needs to be released, dissolved, and transmuted is now being released in this light. All right, and let us begin. Dalimuya te isanay elukua de isanay elakinuma ade shinamalay elakinuma ade shirabalay te isanay elukunama ade shirabulay te isanay tenamaya budi isanamay tilahiro kinoma ade shirabakaya te isanay tilahia te edikinoma ade shirabodi isanamo drekanay elakinoma ade shirabukua de isanay. We're going to go right into the heart right now. Elekoya madia sanai tirakira yurakina ade sitapatira kunama ade sitapadia lakia ti isanai tenamala pati isanama yirakinema ade sitapakoa ti isanama tire royarakunama ade sitakala lakira yirakinema ade. We begin to expand the heart. Okomaya ti isanai hirakoya ta asinimaya ti asanai delakia yirakinama ade sitapakoa ti isanai yirakinama ade sitapakoa ti isanama tire yirakinama ade sitapakoa ade yirakinama ade. Non mai apote asinamoto la coya di asinamote la yeruko di asinamote la hela kinamade. Shiramonde la kieti esanai, Tirabala batri esinama, Derekinama ade, Sirabaqua de esinama, Ilakai di esanai, Tirabala bodra esinama, Tira kayeti esanai, Tilakayeti esinama, Tilakira kinama ade, Shirabula elakinama ade, Shiramoqua de esinai, Tirabala bari elakinama ade, Sila elakinama ade, Sida layerakaya de esinama, Tirakia de esinama, Tirakinama ade. We're going to expand the pineal gland. Kuya ta asinama ala eda yerakoya te esinimia jirakala ilakinama ade. Jiramare lakinama ade. We're going to call in Archangel Michael now in the Band of Mercy. We're going to call in Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Ariel, Archangel Gabriel. And begin to expand these energies all the way up to the Holy Mother, Father God. We're going to begin to cut, clear, cleanse, and neutralize any and all cords, any and all attachments, anything that's keeping you stuck and stagnant in your energies, in your life. Begin to cleanse, clear, and neutralize your field with the Aishirabayat, what Yarakwa, Niamati, Esanai, Turukalai, Ilikinamade, Terabalapati, Esinama, Turikai, the Esanai, Elakaya to Isinama, Turi, Eloiat, Esanai. Terabalakua boyete esinama tire kuyete esina irakunama ade sidayela kia di esina motru uwete esinai. I'm seeing somebody's got a lot of triangles in your aura right now. They're kind of all over the place. I'm not sure why they're showing me this, but maybe you need to start using the triangle and allowing yourself to work with the triangle because it's obviously wanting to work with you. Denamia puti esanai elakaya de ishiname elakinamo ade Sudabalai the esanai elakinamo ade Sidabuko the esanama elakinamo ade Shidabuko nia shinamo delehidu kinamo ade Kolai the esanama tilakiru irakira elakinamo ade Shinamalai elakinamo ade. Dona moete esanoi elakia dirakira ede esanamo turu erakoyete esanama elakaya de esanama elakinamo ade Shidabadia de esanai tirakaya de esanama tirakuya de esanai elakinamo ade Tirabala elakinamo ade Shidabukaya de esanama elakinamo ade release dissolve transmute udarakaya de esanama elakinamo ade Tala chirabuya elakinamo ade Tala iwi shinamo elakinamo ade Lakaya de esanama elakinamo ade Laya wode esana elakinamo ade Dari irakinamo ade, la yeti isinamo ade, dargira irakinamo ade, shedabala irakinamo ade, la yeti isini irakinamo ade, diasinamo, delakaya diasinamo, irakinamo ade, dari iwati isinai. Tela mai te esanai ala kai ne esene mai te esanai chirapulu ko te esene ala ira kina mai te esanai ira kina mai te esanai ira kina mai ira kina mai te esanai de ala kina mai te esana ala ira kina mai shinama dala hiela kai te esene mai te la hira ira kina mai te esana ala ira kina mai Dari yeshinama irakianami irakinama ade shidabala ilakaya ala irakinama ade Deyashinama yala hila irakinama ade shidamo irakinama ade I'm going to reach all the way through your stomach and into your back, into your kidneys. I'm going to begin to cleanse, clear, and purify all this energy. I'm going to reach into your brain. Begin to cleanse, clear, and purify any and all darkness, any and all pain, any and all suffering, any and all attachments that are in there. reaching to the back and just doing like this over your back of your brain. Whoops. Now reach into your hips now. Sorry, I wasn't expecting that. Just a lot of really dense energies all throughout your body. Energies just getting stuck all throughout your body, all throughout your chakra system. That's why it's so good to have energy maintenance, maintenance on your energy field, monthly or bi-weekly in the beginning, and then monthly. It's so important. Even watching videos, I don't know about daily, up to you, but definitely weekly, getting yourself, cleared, even if it is just watching a video or meditating or something like that, but just keeping your energy, becoming aware of your energy, first of all, and then second of all, keeping your energy healthy. When you start to feel aggravated, annoyed, angry, frustrated, jealous, hate, definitely need the energy clearing. That's something happening there. But any of those lower vibrational energies that you may be feeling are all indicators of you trying to move through something, or something has attached to you, some sort of energy is attached to you, or usually, and in all ways, we're working through something, because even if something like anger or jealousy or something is where it's attaching to us from however, it's only attaching to us because we're vibrating at that frequency of the jealousy, the hate, the anger. So even if you think it's an attachment from this and or that, you are an energetic match to it. So then you want to be able to clear, you want to figure that out, and you want to clear that energy from you. But it's always you. You're always the one that's attracting everything to you. And so it's important to understand that and put the power back in your hands too, to understand, okay, I'm angry right now. Okay, I can do something about it. I can go outside and I can ground it into the earth and transmute it back into light. Okay, I'm feeling frustrated right now. Okay, I can go, if I'm at work, I can go into the bathroom and I can just intentionally flush it down the toilet. I don't know, get it out of your chest, do like this, bang on your chest, There's little things that you can do that, really just get you out of that frustration, get you out of that funk. And sometimes we really have to process feeling the anger and feeling the frustration. Sometimes we can't just move right through it. Sometimes we need to figure out, and we need to sit with that anger, or we need to sit with that frustration. One second. Sorry, guys. Yeah, and so, yeah. If you ever feel energy stuck in your throat, just taking your hand and, just simply, your hands are electromagnetic, so there's energy, and you can just intentionally just pull the energy out, transmute the energy, however you want to do it. Same with your pineal gland, you can pull the energy out. Just like I'm pulling the energy out of you, you can do that for yourself. If you feel it in your heart, just bang it out sometimes, or pull it out, do the circular motion, or figure eight. Figure eight is very, very, very powerful. You can do that over over your body, each of your chakras, or energy centers, whatever you want to call them. Tala kua mati esanai, tala hiro kina maade, sida badoe, tre sinema, ira kina maade, sida bale, ole kina maite esanai, chirakale, rira kina maade, sida mokua te esanai, chirabalai, the esanamai, elakai, the esanamai, the lakina maade, sida balai, uite esanai, shida modai, alahira kina maade. When I just feeling all of that energy that was released, that I was pulling out, we're going to go ahead and just feel all of that energy, all of that space in between. Nanamiya bate isanama, dalakira yerikirama ade, shida badakayate isanama, tirikira yedikirama ade, shida bukwa diesanai, likirama ade, sitabalai diesanai, tiramala, alakia, elakinama ade, sinamala, elakia, edikirama ade, sitabalai, shinamala, elakia, diesanai, elakinama ade. That wath isanai, elakanima, the isanai, elakinama ade. I'm going to call on the beautiful Jesus. And Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene and the Essenes. We're going to call in. I'm seeing what looks to me like the beautiful Zeus as well. Like Gueta Esanaman, Telehirekinamade, Shadabalai Wo, the Esanamai, the Esanai Irakinamade. Just cleanse, clearing, and purifying the energies of the people. Gueta Esanamai Irakinamade. We just ask for your blessings upon the people that are watching this and the collective consciousness at hold. I just ask that you would all pray for us. Help us to the light. Help us to further advance our minds, our bodies, our souls, so that we can create a world that we love, create a world that we want to live in. I ask you to heal the bodies of the people that are watching this. I ask you to heal their minds, their bodies, their hearts. Anything that's hurting on them. Any sadness, any pain, any sufferings that may be dealing with. Help them to learn how to transmute these energies back into love. Pretty sure I just spit on you and I do apologize. Nona maya pote esana erekinema ie shinema erekina elekinema ade sedabale elekinema ade sidubukweti isinema dilakonema ade. Just starting to see a Pleiadian coming up behind us right now, so I'm just going to pay attention to that for a moment. O maya three esrakoya tesana yalakia erekinama ade sidambote yalako maya asane de yerekinama ade sedapkia tesana terabale koyate esana erekinama ade. It's just shining a light into my palm right now. Direkara de asana lakoa the asanai terabala but the asanama terekira erekinama ade sedapuko di esana dire lakoya the asanama terakara erekinama ade. We're going to begin to bring that light into your hearts right now. He's got a hand on your spinal cord right now, standing behind you. I can feel it on my spinal cord right now. And this energy is flowing right into your heart space. Excuse me. Just begin to feel the activation happening in your spinal cord right now. I'm seeing the nerves happening. I'm seeing the nerves going down your spinal cord, the nerves that are going in. They're shooting out this beautiful, beautiful blue and red color, going all the way throughout your body right now. Chirabala Boda Esanama, Tirikalai, Elekinama Ade, Shirabukwa, the Esanai, Tarakirai, Elekanama Ade, Kinamaya Trisinama, Delakinama, Diesanama, Ture Elokila, Idokirai, Elekinama Ade, Tiramani, but the Esanama, Darakinama Ade. There's a hand coming up on your head right now on your crown, quite the Esanama, Tirakari, Elekinama Ade, Shidabalai, Diesanai, Elekanama Ade. This energy is going to begin to expand and connect you up further to your higher self right now. Dori karai diesanai, jinamalai batara isanamai, erekinama ade, shirabalai, elekinamai, diesanai, tirakalai, erekinama ade, shirabalai, elekinama ade, sitapakwa diesanai, direkinama ade, shirabalai, dasani, elelakaya diesanai, direkinama ade, sitapakwa diesanai. We're going to call in the Christ Sophia codes. Just begin to feel these codes coming into your crowns right now. Sunamalai, the rest of the quiet, the Isinama, Chidekarai, Rukinama, the Sunamalai, the Isanai, Tirakalai, Dekanama, the Sidabakai, the Isanai, Sinamalai, the Isanai, Tidakalai, Lekinama, the Sidabakwa, the Isinama, Tirakalai, Lekinama, the Cinema, Dilaka, de Cinema, Chirikidai, Dokidama, de Sutopukua, de Esenai, Erekinama, de Shirapukua, de Esenema, Erakalai, Lekinama, de Sidabolo, Darisraga, Lekidama, de Shrukoya, de Esenema, Dilakanai, Elekinama, de Kinama, de Cinema, Tidakalai, de Esenai, Dilakanama, Sidabalai, de Esenai, Elekinama, de Shidakalai. That is showing me Isis is walking in right now. Now she's walking in right now. We have now shifted our consciousness. I've shifted my consciousness and yours. Now we are in a temple right now, and she's walking in with this beautiful, beautiful gold. Like, I feel completely underdressed in my 3D right here with Ashley right here. But we're in a whole nother setting right now in this whole other different dimension, time, and space. We're actually at Karnak right now. And she's walking in and she's got this gold, very gold, beautiful cape looking, it's like over her and it's flowing, it's beautiful, and she looks beautiful. For protection, She's just showing me to look up at the stars right now as we're standing there. So I'm seeing Orion. As I'm looking up at Orion right now, she's standing beside me and speaking words over me. All I keep hearing is that's home, that's home, that's home. I'm feeling this antenna coming up over my head right now. Shedabale Elakinama Ade, Sedabale, Desanai, Edekinama Ade, Sedabale, Uyate Esanai, Shedabakoya, Desanama, Dilakaya, de Esinama, Elakaya, de Esina, Elakaya, de Esinama, Churukai, Edekinama Ade, Shedabakoya, de Esanai, Elakinama Ade, Sedabale, de Esanai, Shandamatela, Erakine, Elakinama Ade, Sedabo, de Esanai, Elakanama Ade. As the antenna comes up and it's beginning to connect into Orion right now, they're creating a secret geometric shape in the middle of Orion right now that looks like a triangle. As the triangle is being erected in the middle of Orion right now, it's lighting up in blue. It's like a blue, neon blue. And as it's erecting in the middle of Orion right now, my antenna is lighting up this blue color as well. And so it's almost like connecting into that triangle. Like yelakaya de asana elakina de shidapate de kida yidukina de sidabalaya de asara like yelakaya de asana my elakina de shidabalaye Shinamakwa DSNI de la Helakia DSNA Lahilakina Maade Cinema Lakana Maade. Sorry, I can't look up right now. I'm looking at all of the beings that are around and I'm in that multidimensional space with her. I do apologize, but if I can't lose my trance right now. Dorekaya DSNMI DSNI Shidabalai DSNMI Churukalai DSNI Lakina Maade. The being that I was at that point in time already knew about the antenna, is already connected. It's almost like we're speaking to who I am now and who you are now, like almost showing us what we can do and how we can communicate. The local mightiest and nine to the hira kinema ade, shedabala la sarama de la koya de asanai elekinema ade. Pleiadians are still here with you and me in this 3D body as well. I'm seeing the Pleiadians still stand here. And clear the throat, like yeah, boundaries. I want to make sure Archangel Michael is here. Lakayati isanai, shinabadoy, lakayati isanai, shinamalai, darahira, lakinama ade. Keeps showing me a ruler. The ruler has 1 to 6 inches on it. So I'm not sure what that means or what that's trying to say. But they keep showing me as I close my eyes, I just kept seeing a ruler and it had 1 to 6 inches is what they were showing me. I'm thinking that's coordinating and connecting into this energy and connecting to the energies in the antenna. From the pineal gland to the top of the antenna. I'm not sure. You'll have to interpret that. I'm going to have to think about that for a little bit and understand that further. Sorry, I get a little too I get a little dehydrated. Not dehydrated, but I get very thirsty whenever I'm doing all of this energy work as well. So please forgive me. Kalakia te asanai, shinamalaya da asanai, elokinama ade. It's like energy starts moving pretty quickly in my throat. Koa te isanai, ilakai di isanai, elokinama ade, shinama, chirokoya te shinama, elokinama ade. I'm going to tune back into Isis down at Karnak right now under the stars. Hulai ha, hielakoya te asanai. Bari boya te asanam, chira kalai, elokinama ade. Shadabakayati isanamai, chirokolai, the isanamai, chirokayati isanai, alakane mai, yati isanai, alaka, yasinama, irakinama ade, clear, cleanse, neutralize now, down into the earth, gola, yati isanai, irakinama ade, shinamakai, the isanai, irakaya, the isanama, dilakinama ade. She just showed me how I can communicate with the energies of the, in Orion. Yeah, it's interesting because with the antenna downloaded within me in July before I went to Egypt in August. So I was sitting there, and all of a sudden I started to see this blue antenna hovering above my head, and it would just like, it was like doing this. It was literally like an antenna, and it was just like going around, and I was like, what in the God's name, what is this? Like, I couldn't see it in the mirror. I saw it in my mind's eye, and I felt it there, and I could feel it's an extension of me. It's an extension of us, but it's like you could feel it like trying to pick up some sort of signal or some sort of energy around, you know. And now I knew whenever I got home in Egypt and I saw the people with antennas on the hieroglyphs, I was like, that's exactly what they're doing. I mean, that's literally the first thing that my guides showed me of the hieroglyphs. We went straight to the point where they showed me the antenna on the head. And I thought, how come nobody else knows this? And I'm sure people do out there know this, like spiritual people who have had these experiences. But I was like, I know that all of this is not what it seems. Like, everything that these people say on the Discovery Channel and all this stuff is, they're coming at it from a very, like, 3D place and space, when all of this is a very spiritual, galactic, I don't want to call it alien, but very starlight being. This is coming from a whole different realm. They're looking at it from a earthly human point of view, and it's like, no, you have to take the human completely, not completely out of it, but yeah, this is way more than humans. Like, you know, this is way, and I knew that before I came out, and I always knew that whenever I'd watch these videos too, because I'd always watch like the history about some of this stuff, and I was like, no, that's not right. But I didn't exactly understand what the truth was, but I was just always like somewhat offended. And I was like, why are you offended? Like, you literally have no idea about Egypt. What is your problem? But I always felt like something would like strike a chord in my heart. Like, what are they even talking about? Like, did they not see this the way it truly is, you know? And you can't really like fault anybody for not understanding, because they're not from that time, or they don't have the awareness of understanding or remembrance of understanding. But then when you do remember and you do step on the lands and you do see the hieroglyphs, and you're just like, okay, why is nobody else seeing this? And it, you know, we're not supposed to see this, right? Like, everybody's supposed to say shut off from the actual truth, but it's like, no, we're not. Not doing that anymore, okay? Like, you can't shut the truth off anymore, bud. Like, and I really think that the ancient people, whatever, you know, all of the information was supposedly lost, but it's not. It's activated in your DNA. It's literally in your DNA. Like the Library of Alexandria, all of that is within you. It's literally in your mind. It's literally in and within you. And that's what they don't really want you to know. They don't want you to know that all of the information that is down in the Vatican and in these places and in these spaces, all this stuff that they think that they have hidden is actually not hidden at all. It's actually all within you. And if you can just tap back into that, connect back into that, you'll have all the information that you want or need. You'll have an overflow of information that you won't even know what to do with. I'll put it to you that way. And so it's, you know, we're coming into those times and in those spaces now where it's like, it's just being downloaded within people. And the more we come on here and activate and do this healing and do all this work with you all, it's activating something within you, the light language, all of the things. It's activating your DNA. It's remembering, it's reminding you of who you once were. And honestly, why do they want to keep controlling that from us? Don't you want the people to be happy and healthy and whole and like thriving and doing good and traveling and having fun and loving each other and, you know, having beautiful families and having good food and living our lives? No, they want us to be like, you know, broke down and broke and drunk and fucked up and sick and you know, everybody's sitting here all by themselves and jacked up. And it's like, dude, we're so done with that life, man. Like, we're so, like, I'm over it. I don't know about you all, but like, we're so done with being desolate. Just because you all want to be miserable in your misery doesn't mean the rest of us do. You know what I mean? Put those people that want misery and misery for the humans, put them all on a planet. Or, can we fly them to another planet? Put them on an island by themselves. I'm sure the guy that did all the bad things, let's put them all on that island and shun them away. You know, go be miserable alone, because we don't want to be. We want to be happy. We want to be here. We want to be, in our greatest expansion of the human mind and the human consciousness. We want to connect with our star brothers and sisters. We want to create really cool shit on this planet. We want to bring down technologies that help and serve each other. And we want to bring down things that make us feel good. And we want to think of things that are helpful on this planet. Think about all of the good that we could do, all of the cool shit and art that we could create, and like all the cool clothes that we could create, and all the cool, like, I don't know, furniture and things. I don't know. We could just like create so many cool things, and all of the technologies is where my heart lies. The technologies of the mind, not this slow stuff. I mean the technologies of the mind, the cool shit that we could do with our minds is where my passion is. And this stuff is just addictive bullshit. It's literally for the birds. But the natural technologies of the mind and of the soul and of this galactic energy, that is what I am passionate about. That's what I love to explore and help to awaken inside every human on this planet, if I could. If you give me the opportunity, I will. But that is what is cool. When you get to lay down and you build things in your mind, and you can connect with your families, you connect with your past, and connect with all pieces and parts of you. The world is not so harsh and dim and dingy when you're open and expanded and aware, and you have an imagination, and you have this innocence, your innocence back, and you have this childlike mind back to you, along with this galactic, cool, technological mind. It's so neat. And I want it for everybody, just like I've always said. But I know many people don't want us to be advanced, and then many people are such grumpy gusses that they are angry if you are expanding, if you are expansive, and if you are creating with your mind. It's like they're so grumpy about it, and it's like, just go detox yourself. Go detox. Go purify your mind. Stop being a grumpy gus at everybody else. You know what I mean? Like, you're wasting all of your time and your energy on hate towards people that are just living their lives. Ain't nobody worried about none of y'all. You know what I mean? We're over here chilling and trying to live our lives, And it's just like, get up, man, and go do something with yourself. Stop looking at other people and hating them. Don't look at people and be angry. Get up and do something for yourself. Stop looking at people, really, if you're angry. That's what I did. I was like, oh my God, they're so happy. And I'm so miserable over here. I got to stop looking at people. I got to stop checking on people. I got to quit doing this. Thank God I didn't have social media in the beginning of my sober days. Yeah, I definitely was like, nah. And now you just know half that shit's all fake anyway. People are just doing it for money, for clout, for this, for that, whatever. And it's not real. You have to see the world, the real, true, authentic people. I'm going to tune back into Isis right now. They're just showing me one of our star beings upside down, looking at me right in my face. Quite comical. I had an experience a couple of weeks ago, right in the beginning of January, where I was just lying there and I couldn't get up. It was like 8 o'clock in the morning. I just wasn't feeling good. And I just remember laying back down, and then I remember I saw my Pleiadian brother come in, and as he walked in, he, like, etherically, okay, he came in and he was like, a ship's coming to pick you up. And I thought, okay. And so I just laid there, and my body started to feel this very light feeling, like when I go out of body, and it started just to kind of, like, almost like my energy just started to kind of seep up and up. Of course, I could still feel my heavy body, there, but then all of a sudden I remember seeing 3 ships coming down the freaking neighborhood, and then one big ship just hovered over the house I was in. And as it hovered over the house I was in, I just remember my body going up, and then I found myself, I didn't find myself, I was conscious the whole time of all of it happening. I was kind of in a, like, I wouldn't say halfway sleep, because I felt like I was awake, but I was in a very relaxed state of being. And as it lifted me up onto the ship, actually I just kind of went up and went through the ship, and I ended up being on this like med bed type energy bed thing. And as I laid there, my star being brothers and sisters team came in and started to work on me. And as they were working on me, I could feel my body kind of like electrifying. It was what it felt like, a very electrifying energy. And I was dealing with some emotional stuff at the time. And I know at one point I did go all the way out, where I was just like, okay, you know, and just let yourself go and relax, like you're safe, it's all good. And then once I came up out of that whole situation, I felt better. My mind felt better. My body felt less heavy, less dense. I felt happy, you know. And before, whenever I was trying to get up that morning, because I remember having a couple of bad days in there where I was just like, crap, like what is going on here? Why am I feeling this way? I was at a house I didn't really like and had to work, and you know, it was like circumstantial, but also somewhat emotional that I was dealing with. And anyways, yeah, so when I got back, and I just remember getting up and I was just like, okay, this is much better. And I just thought, wow, this is where it's at. Because I have experiences with star beings like throughout the years, you know, and I'm sure I could call them in every day and just have these experiences, you know. They're there to help and serve us at any point in time. It's just that sometimes I don't want to call them in. Sometimes I need Jesus. Sometimes I need Archangel Michael. Sometimes I need something else. Sometimes I need Merlin. I need the Ninth Dimension. I need Avalon. I need King Arthur. I need Alexander the Great. Sometimes I need somebody else. I need Shiva. I need Vishnu. I need, you know, Lakshmi. I need somebody else, you know. And usually whoever I need at the time will literally appear in my mind. It's so bizarre. So that's why I'm saying I don't study. I know who all these beings are because I have looked them up, but I don't just like study and look out there and I'm like, oh, Krishna can do this, this, and this, so I'm going to call in Krishna and have him do this and this and this for me. No, it's not like that at all. I never called on Krishna. I just felt Krishna dancing in my living room one night, and he was like, can you dance with me? And I was like, sure. And so I just got up and started dancing with him a little bit and just moving my body. And then, you know, for the next couple of weeks, he was just hanging around and we were getting to know each other and dancing when I was in the bathroom, taking a shower. And I was like, okay, this guy really likes to dance, you know. And he was sharing his wisdom and showing me his books and have me reading his books and words out loud and things like that. And so I've gotten to know all of these guys